Hi there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi. I'm Bobbi Rowntree, born medium, and this is my very special friend.
I'm Erin Lee of HeavenlyMessenger.com.
Yay! And we're here when psychics and mediums collide again. Huzzah!
Woo! You got this?
Yes. Crazy energy, peaceful energy. And I'm the yoga teacher. What the F?
When I do readings, I do really like to write because I like to have a framework to work with. I want to know, like, what are we talking about? What are we dealing with? What can we talk about first to get things rolling? So that's...
Yeah, because that can be so helpful because otherwise there's so much information.
Yeah.
You could end up going blah, bleep, blah, bleep, bleep, bleep for the full half hour.
Yeah.
Especially if someone wants to get to something. I will even tell people, especially if it's a short one.
Yeah.
If it's a half hour.
Yeah, you want to... What
Direct
do you want to know?
me, kid, because
there's lots.
There's so much.
Yeah.
And you actually don't know why you're there.
Yeah.
There's
And
that.
and the reason that you've come may not be the reason that they want you here.
Yes, you think that you're here to find a fella.
Yeah.
And they're bringing you here because you need to pay attention to your uterus or something like that. Like you need to pay attention to you.
Exactly.
Things, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I like to write, is I like to have a framework to work with, like messages that are coming through.
That makes sense.
And I like to do it before I talk with people too. So like I'm not doing readings in person right now. I'm just doing them by phone, Skype, and Zoom. And so I'll take 5 or 10 minutes beforehand, like what do we need to talk about? What does this person need to know?
Okay, so even before they come and you start, even before they call.
Yeah, even before we connect.
You're already connecting with them and doing their thing. Oh, okie dokie, that makes sense. That makes sense. I pushed that away.
Did you?
No, because I will start to get stuff during meditations.
Yeah.
And then I'll say no because I don't want to misinterpret it.
Yes.
Because it's really, really easy. Well, with the dead, they know better. Kind of.
Yeah.
They'll show up in the shower.
Yes.
Certain people.
I had that happen to me the other day.
That's hilarious.
I did.
Is it anyone I know?
Probably, maybe, but I don't think so. But I was talking to this client, like 2 or 3 people in, so it wasn't even my first client. I was getting ready for the day, and her mom shows up, and she's like, "Oh, we have to talk about it." And she said, like, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, but, like, come back in 3 hours.
It's not their time.
That's right.
That's what I will say to them. They're not here. You shouldn't be either.
But it was actually, for me, it was really nice because mediumship isn't my thing. It's not usually what I do.
Maybe you're moving into it. I find that I expand constantly.
Yeah.
And if it's something you're supposed to do for that person at that moment.
Well, that's what I figure, is that she needed to give me a little extra time so that I would know, because I don't ask typically. Like, if you want to talk to a deceased loved one, first of all, I'm going to tell you to go see Bobbi. And second of all, if you really want to do it with me, you need to tell me up front so that I can leave the door open for them to come in while we're doing the rest of it. And then, oh yeah, there's Mom.
Interesting.
So,
see, my doors are always flung open.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a problem.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, they've always been open though.
Yeah.
Like it's like I got a sliding glass door in my occipital. I had a problem with that earlier today. Occipital. Thank you.
Occipital.
Why am I adding all those like simply?
Because it's extra.
Oh my god! What are those called?
Syllables?
That's the one. I have a degree in English. Anyway, do you really? I sure do. Yeah, sad. Anyway. It's like there's a sliding glass door there. You know, you can hear your sliding glass door.
Yeah, I can definitely hear
it. Yeah, they get in whenever they want.
Interesting.
Yeah. But not and I don't answer it.
Maybe you could put a spirit door on the back.
Well, not now.
You have to wait your turn.
Closed. Yeah, let's not be rude.
Yeah.
And I don't let them take over my body because they will.
Yes.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Golly sakes.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat. See, it's like coming in your shower. Now, shower. Why do they come in your shower? Because you're alone.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think the water makes a huge difference
the
because I see of water as a conductor.
Yes.
Like
absolutely.
if I put my hand in water, it's part of the energy.
Yeah.
And it's the sound.
Mm-hmm.
You're not there's not all those distractions of other sounds and things like that.
That's what I was going to say too.
I'll
is
play
you're
music
not,
in the shower, actually, so I get to be alone.
Yeah, so you're not distracted.
Yeah, and have a little concert there in the shower.
Absolutely. Do you sing along?
Of course I sing along.
You have the handheld, you sing into the jets. It's awkward, but
I don't even need to, because I've got like a headset in my brain. Yes. Yes. Anyway.
If you're watching right now, you know.
If you're watching, I may have said, your husband was in my shower this morning.
Yeah, that's awkward. That's an awkward conversation
but they
to
have. They have no physical.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I say that, but I've had younger males look down my shirt.
Really?
But it's only when I'm reading another male that would find it hilarious.
Right.
That he'll say, yeah, I got an aerial view, I can sit down in a shirt. And then the other guy will go, that's so him.
Yeah. So that's an identifier.
That's a total identifier where they objectify me to identify themselves to their friend.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Nah, it's all right. I'm okay with it.
I know, but I mean, like, just in general.
That they have to, like, that transfers even to the other side.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to identify myself to you. I'm going to identify myself to you as somebody who is objectifying the person sitting in front of you.
Well, now, if you're a 17-year-old boy,
that
might be how you identify you. Now they don't, because now I'm the age of their mommies.
Yeah, right.
So it's a whole different connection.
Yeah.
Now it's more of a maternal kind of, different connection. And the lecturers are older than me.
Right.
But they're not as like they used to be.
Yeah.
I have more control.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Well, and, 17-year-olds now are really different from 17-year-olds when we were 17.
Yes, and that 17-year-old, that was probably a decade and a half ago, maybe 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
So it was
So 17 in, like, my age range was definitely very lecherous.
Yes, and he would be in your age range.
Would have
10 years younger than me.
Yeah,
yes.
in that age
Erin is 10 years my junior.
9.
That means I should love to do that.
When the psychic is mean.
Yeah, when the psychic, that should be, when your psychic tells you stuff you don't want to hear. Have you ever had someone at the end of your reading say, thank you so much for that reading. I feel worse now than I did before I came here.
I don't think that I have. But I don't know if anybody would tell me that.
I don't think they mean it. Like, I have had like a regular, now I just feel worse. But it's because I opened up a can of beans.
Right.
Or I told them what they did not want to hear.
Yes.
There's that.
Yeah.
I hate it when I tell them what they don't want to hear.
I always check in with people. I know if I'm giving them something that they don't want to hear, I talk with them about it. So I say...
I even hear it. They don't want to hear this.
They don't want to hear it. Yeah.
They are mad at you for even saying it. And I'll even say, I'll actually say, don't slap me.
Yeah.
But... Yeah. I'm going to have to put my foot up so that you don't come at me like a spider monkey. Chip.
Yeah, when I have something that comes up like that, maybe I'll preface it and I'll say, I don't think this is what you want to hear, but this is what's coming out, and then let's talk about it. And then I'll ask about tools and resources and like
things to get rid of that.
How can we move forward through this? Like, it's love life and relationship tends to be one of those times when we talk about that. So for example, I know I've got somebody who's sitting in front of me who is really ready for a relationship, and I'm not seeing anything for 2 years. That is so heartbreaking as a message to give.
Yeah.
Because it's disappointing. And so I'll talk them through it. And I'll say, it's not necessarily because of where you are. Maybe it is. So then we'll talk about like what needs to be done in those 2 years. So I always make sure that I give them some sort of resources.
Though? Because I remember.
Yeah.
I manifested my husband.
Yes.
I tell him all the darn time.
Yes.
And when I was in mid-manifestation, I went to the other Erin. I know, I'm sorry. Love her too. But,
okay, no.
And she said, you're going to get it in 3 months. Mm-hmm. And I said, no. I want it sooner than that. That is
Yep.
not soon enough for me.
Yep.
And she said, well, okay, well then just say I want it sooner than that. And I did. And it was 3 days. It was actually 3 days. I saw her on the Thursday. I met him on the Sunday.
Yep.
Because I said, no, I'm not into 3 months. I was so impatient. I wish I had been more patient, actually. But I might have been more ready. But.
So I have 2 answers to that.
All right.
Okay, so one, absolutely, free will. You can make things happen faster. Sometimes you don't have any control over
what
what's
they're
happening.
doing.
Exactly. And more often than not, if the person who's sitting in front of me is legitimately ready for a relationship, not just I want somebody because I don't want to deal with the other things that I have to do to take care of to actually be ready for a relationship.
So many ladies.
If that person is actually ready for a relationship and it comes up that it's 2 years out, it's because there's something going on in the other person's
They might
life.
be going through a divorce, and you do not want someone fresh
No,
out of a divorce.
absolutely.
Even if they're the right person.
Yeah, they're with somebody, they're going through divorce, they're not in a good or a healthy place. You can't.
Their herpes
speed
is
that
flared up.
Yeah, right. You can't do anything about that. You can say, you know what, I want somebody else. And I want somebody, and maybe this person isn't the same kind of match. Maybe it's, a repeating pattern. There are other options, there are other opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you can't speed things up, and that's just the way that it is.
And
If
you're not
that's
supposed
who you
to.
want.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want something that's going to last longer
Yeah.
than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you ever get people who I keep picking the same man over and over and over again? It's like, because you're the same woman each time.
Yeah.
Because you haven't done nothing here.
Yeah.
So you just keep on perpetuating the same.
You bring the same in over and over again.
Gosh, yeah. I've been through so many relationships with so many people.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been, but I have,
Yeah. Yeah.
I give a poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
need
hard.
to. It is.
It's really hard. Don't you wish
Nobody-
you didn't give a poop?
Nobody said it would be ezy, but they said it would be worth it.
Oh, is that what they said?
Well, I'm not sure,
I'm
but
pretty
they are now.
sure they said you have to. No one said it'd be easy,
Have
but they
to.
said it was
Worth
God's will,
it.
and therefore.
I get a lot of messages from people, and they're like, "Oh man, the energy's so intense right now." And sometimes I'm with them, but other times I've just come out of the intense time, and I'm like, "No, actually, I'm in a really good place." I see other people around me are going through a really intense time, and I think that part of what happens is we are staggered in the intensities.
So not everybody's going crazy at the same time.
Exactly, because we need to have somebody who's able to help everybody else out. And sometimes you're the helper, and sometimes you're the helpee.
Because we are a group.
Yeah.
We are completely and absolutely a village.
Yeah.
Because none of us can do one thing.
We can't do it all on our own.
None of us can do one thing. We
But
can
none
all
of-
just do one thing.
Yeah, we
None
can
of
all
us
just
do
we can-
everything.
Yeah, we can't do everything, but we can do a couple of things really well. We need to depend upon each
My
other.
brain's all milky.
I know,
I talked to
right?
a lot of dead people today.
I know.
Yeah, there was a whole in my head. Boots to the ground. I think I just spilled tea on myself too.
Oh man.
So how do we close? Are we gonna just?
We're gonna do high five. Bye.
Okay.
You wanna do that?
Yeah. Bye.
Oh my god. That must have been the anger meeting with my peace.
Ah.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Okay.
In any moment.
Yeah, because of the two of us, you're definitely the scrapper.
Yeah. Yeah, I love you. But yeah. But most definitely, if we got into a scuffle with some other people, I'd say, Erin, hold my beer and stay over there.
That's
Let me
right.
take care of this.
That's right.
Yeah.
You go hide under the table, little
You go
girl.
under the table and hold our
Okay.
purses. I'll take care of this.
Okay.
Now, I have to also tell you, I don't know if you've noticed her up there. She's moved away. She's up on there.
Oh, you know
She's,
what?
yeah.
I completely forgot that she was there because I saw her when I walked in,
yeah.
and I completely forgot.
She does that.
I
yeah.
am, actually very glad that she didn't decide to drop down into my hair.
Oh, no, she knows that's her space. Yeah, we've had a discussion about it.
Good.
She's gone too far, and I've said, no, lady.
Yeah.
You can only go here.
Scale it back.
You could name her Isabella. I don't know. I think it's a nice spider name.
Or Charlotte.
I knew you were going to say Charlotte. E.B. White already did that.
I know. I know. Okay, now I'm
Okay.
super paranoid that I'm
Oh.
going to have a spider
Do you
crawling
want to
down on me.
switch places?
I'm good. I'm good. I'll
She
tough it
won't
out.
come down on you.
I know it'll be okay.
She likes you. Spiders are good.
Okay.
They're, scary.
Yeah.
They suck
This,
blood.
this is okay. I wasn't thinking about that.
Oh.
I was thinking about how they were signs of like prosperity and abundance.
Oh, I always see them as protection.
Protection's really good too. I mean, like, look, they've got the web shield.
Yeah, that's why I leave her there. So
who's
she'll
not-
protect the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're not going to walk through a web shield knowingly.
Yeah, I don't kill them in my house either.
Yeah,
I
try to
will
put
take them out
outside.
of my tub and put them outside.
Yeah, I put them in outside too.
But if there's one in my house, I know that I won't have as many mosquitoes now.
Mm.
Or fruit flies or house flies or something like that. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
roommates.
Awesome.
Okay.